Well, good day and welcome to Vegas. Cloudy, but still a little bit of sun out today. And obviously, the coronavirus is still at the top of the news cycle. You know, it's for business. I did a quick survey of the people on my webinar the other day, which, by the way, if you haven't watched the webinar, the 11 things you should be doing right now to survive the corona economic crisis that they think is going to come, but you can thrive through this thing. As I asked the survey, it was about 50-50 of those whose businesses are down and those whose businesses are up. Some businesses are obviously going to be doing a lot better during this time. Some industries are going to be doing much more and some are going to be doing much less. And the challenge is to spin yourself so you're part of the ones doing much more, and spin fast. Don't wait. Don't go slow. You know, in 2008 when the economy took a dive, a lot of people sat back and waited, debated, and said, you know, is it going to go down? Do I need to change? And everyone can thrive during this period, but you need to change. There's no two ways about it. If you stay the same, and I'll give you the top 4 things I want to talk about today in just a moment. Oh, thanks for typing in where you're at. If you haven't typed in where you're at, that's what we do. Drive time is simply a way for me to have a chat to you as if you're sitting in the car next to me. So, we need to change, okay? The market has shifted, everything's changed. We need to make change with it. You know, schools are being shut down. I know my kids are all going to be home for the next 2 weeks. It's like, dang, that'll be an interesting time. 2 weeks vacation at home. Well, there you go. That's what it's going to be. So, how do you need to change? Let's focus in on the 4 areas where you're going to need to shift, where you're going to need to change. Number 1, you're going to need to change your communication. Your marketing communication, your employee communication, all your communications are going to need to change, okay? So when you sit back and start thinking about your marketing message, you need to shift it to what's appropriate for today. The marketing messages you had out there last week are different to today. What you were sending out last week and today is entirely different. You know, my coaches at ActionCOACH are now helping business owners with literally helping them put together 90-day plans to get through the corona shock, okay? What is going to happen and how are they going to get through that? And so, you know, their marketing message of all my coaches has totally shifted in the last week. You know, it's not something that you sit and wait for a month to shift your marketing spiel. You don't wait for a month to change your message to your existing customers, your past customers, your prospects. You change it now. Second area where you're going to need to change, how you deliver or how you do what you do. You know, some of it's going to need to be done virtual. Some of it's going to be delivery. Some of it's going to need to be, like one of our businesses, it's in the food truck business. And we've got events canceling left, right, and center. Well, we need to get more into doing stuff which is Uber Eats, Postmates, Grubhub, all the ways of delivery of food. We got to go back to our past customers. We got to go to places where they're shutting down restaurants and say, do you need us to come in and do this stuff? Because, you know, you don't want people in a combined area. We can be outside. They can do it. They can still get food. So colleges, universities, we're calling on all of them. We had to pivot. We had to change. We had to shift what we're doing. So make certain that you understand that the way you deliver is going to have to be different. People are probably not going to come to you as much. You're going to need to go to them. So look at that. Change it up. Change the way you're doing things right there. Third way you're going to need to change is how your work is done. You're probably going to need to start looking at people working from home. If like me, and here in Las Vegas where schools got canceled, a lot of my staff have got kids. They're not going to be able to bring the kids to work. They're going to have to work from home. So virtual work environments are going to need to be created where they can be. If you can create a virtual work environment, you're going to have to. So start looking at how you can do things along those ways, and look at flexibility with your staff. You're going to have to be flexible in the next little while. You're going to have to maybe extend some people's ways of doing business, the hours they work. You're going to have some people, see if you can have some people start real early in the day in your office and some people work late at night, so you cut down the number of people in the office at the same time. There's many different things we can do to you know, reduce human contact and slow down the spread of the disease. And, you know, I'm hoping that these numbers out of China are right. I'm hoping that these numbers out of South Korea are right, where it's starting to taper off and they're getting on top of this thing. I'm hoping that's right. If the numbers are correct, then we can see this thing being being about a 4-week cycle, maybe 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, but it's not going to be a long-term thing. I'd love to be proven wrong on this. Fourth area where you're going to need to change, your attitude. You're gonna have to really focus yourself on being positive through this thing. Your team is looking to a leader. Your team is looking for someone who's staying strong in this thing and understands that you're gonna make it through this stuff. So you're gonna have to change that, okay? Make sure your attitude is one of super positive and that you're finding the solutions, because your team ain't looking for you to fold right now. They're looking for you to stand up and be strong and be counted. That's what everyone's looking for. They're looking for leadership right now. I know for me, I'm on this thing every day. I know we even released my 30X program, which isn't supposed to be released for another 16, 20 odd days. I know we're releasing it already on Monday. We just got to get it out because the education is needed by business owners such as you. We will get it to you. We will get the knowledge to you as fast as we can. I'm looking at other ways of helping. I'm seeing what I can do to help as many businesses as I can right now. My coaches are putting on webinars, seminars, helping people with different business plans, 90-day plans to get through the corona shock. If you need help, reach out to your action coach. Get with them now, because you want to make the plan now so that your business your business survives this stuff, but B, your business gets through this in a position where you're going to shoot through the roof. The stock market is down, and every time the stock market crashes, the next 12 months, it bounces back 30 to 60, even 80% in the 12 months following. It's done that historically. So don't go into too much panic mode. Don't go into too upset. Stay strong in this thing. Keep your mind right. Keep learning. Keep educating yourself. Keep growing. Those basics that you do in business are more important now than ever before. So make sure you take care of that, okay? Get on the basics. Bye for now. What's your top learning? What's your top lesson? Write it in for me, because the moment you start writing your top lesson down, it starts to become a reality. Take care. I'm looking forward to this thing being over, but while it's going on, I'm going to be here with you every day, helping you keep focused and helping you stay on what needs to be done. If you haven't watched my my lesson on this, go and watch the 11 steps. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on LinkedIn. I got it everywhere. Take care. Bye for now.